What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000, back in the place to be, and welcome back to the MMO Hopper. Today we're taking a look at a title called HeroWarz, and when it comes to ARPG combat, my goodness, let me tell you guys, this is one of the most fun ARPG combat systems that I have ever played, ever. In the history of ARPGs, this is one of the most fun combat systems I've ever played with. The moves are super impactful. You little jerk, if you don't put me down. I'm gonna use my ultimate on him real quick because he's trying to embarrass me. Get down, son. The combat in this game is just so satisfying. It's super impactful. It's a joy to just look at. The moves are highly stylized. It's anime, right? So they're basically pulling out all the stops to make the abilities and the characters just out of this world. And they've done a really solid job in this game when it comes to combat. And you're down, buddy. Let me have my baseball cap. Alright, so now that I've kind of showed you a little bit of combat, I'm gonna kind of go through my abilities so I can kind of show you what I was doing that entire time. So first things first, here's my character. Her name is Hades. Don't ask me why, but whatever. Her name is Hades. Now, first things first, you don't use point and click to control your character. You use WASD. So do keep that in mind. Alright. Left click is my basic standard attack right here. Okay. Right click is my evasive maneuver, so pretty straightforward so far. I can also press it twice, or I can actually press it like lots of times to gain some distance from people, but it does take my power bar away, so keep that in mind. Now, let's kind of go through my hotbar abilities right here. Alright, so first ability right here, Moon Smash. Kind of standard, you know, charge up ability that does a ton of damage. Dancing Chains. My chains dance, as you can see. This is my ultimate. It's called Guillotine. You get a nice little anime photo over to the side. She pulls some chains down, grabs down a guillotine, and she's able to do a ton of damage to people in an AoE splash, and it also knocks people down. So very cool. Here is one of my favorite abilities right here. She walks around with her chain, throws this tornado, and it sucks in all the enemies. So I love any ARPG that allows me to group up a bunch of mobs and then DPS them down. And this game does a fantastic job of that. Or at least this character. I haven't played any of the other characters, but Hades is so good at bringing mobs together and just destroying them. And it has not gotten boring this entire time. Alright, so my 1 and 2 I can't show you because I need an enemy, but Snake Dart is basically a chain lightning ability. Void Butterfly is a really cool ability that you have to stand still to channel, but while you're channeling it, you can use your mouse to basically paint targets is the best way to describe it. So you paint targets while you're channeling, and then once the channeling ends, all the butterflies go out and kill everybody. So very cool. My number 3, really fun ability. So as you can see, there's a timer here. So as long as I press the ability before the timer goes out, I get to do it again. And I can do attacks in between that as well. So it's a very fun ability to use. Here's my little succubus right here. She does damage and also heals my mana. This T ability right here, one of my favorites. It basically turns my basic attacks into like this buzzsaw of just death and destruction. Really cool ability. Love it. And then last but not least, I'm not sure if I can do this ability. Yes, I can. Hey, how you doing? That's my sidekick. I have 4 sidekick slots available, so on a minute cooldown, I can bring her out, and she'll come out and do some damage. There's also a healing sidekick as well, so you can press that button, and then they'll come out and heal you. So that's that. So that's basically my attacks right there. If you want to know a little bit more about the equipment does not show up on your character. Weapons do. So you'll see a lot of weapons that look the same, but if you see a different model on your weapon, the weapon model does show up on your character. But as far as changing the way your character looks, you need to get costume pieces. Right now, the store is not open, which is crazy because this game is live. It's an open beta, but there are no more wipes. So it's absolutely crazy that this title is operating without a cash shop right now. You cannot give them money, even if you wanted to. But I assume that costumes will be in the store. So I got these costumes for free in the game so far. This is how she normally looks. Hello. But I was like, you know what? I kind of like this t-shirt look. And then I changed her hair right there. So that's the basics of the game right now. They're also, before we go off to the next stage here, I just wanted to kind of show you the basics of combat. I showed you my character. There's a VIP system just like the store, which is it's not active just yet. So I'm pretty sure that VIP system is very similar to what you find out in mobile titles, but have no idea what the VIP levels are or how much it will cost. So can't really give you too much information on that. So that's all I wanted to show you there. There is a skill tree where you can actually put points into your abilities, and there are some abilities that you can actually use different abilities for. So if I want to switch that to that, I can. So let's go out. So now my Q is this ability right here, which is basically a chain that allows me to pull myself to the enemy. So it's basically like a scorpion. There you go, get over here. And then I can also change this other ability to this ability right here, which is this cool dancing wave of destruction, whatever. All right, but I'm gonna go back to these abilities right here, and I'll go on to the next stage. So I just completed a stage, and this will show you what the gameplay is like. So I just beat that boss, I just completed the stage. I'll hit mission complete, I'll hit complete here, and then I hit start, and I go into the next one. It's a lobby-based dungeon grinder ARPG. So there is a hub world where you can buy weapons and armor, you can see other people, but for the most part, you're gonna beat a stage, you're gonna hit complete, you're gonna hit start, and you're gonna go to the next mission. I went into a public instance here, so people can join. So we're gonna have a little taste of whoever this character is. I think that's the water girl or whatever. So I'll go ahead and press start. And in 30 seconds, we'll be able to get this going here. What kind of mount is that? Let's get a zoom in there. It's like a little bear mount. Whatever, I can't see. All right, so let's get it on. Once again, I'm gonna round up all these mobs, bring them all down. Look at that. You are done, son. Love it, love it, love it. Now, this game actually does a pretty interesting thing when it comes to grouping up with people. So as you can see her abilities slightly, but for the most part, all you can really see are my abilities. So this game basically makes your teammates' abilities transparent. So you can still see them, but they don't take over the screen because, I mean, let me tell you, if I'm doing this and I'm in your party, like, I'm gonna take over your screen. But if I was on your team, my abilities would be very transparent. So you can see me doing things, but it won't kind of overpower your abilities. But you can turn that off. So if you prefer to have just a bunch of crazy abilities going off, you can, but it's not required. So jump in my mount here. Yeah. My mount is a recycling bin with a boombox in the front being pushed by a rat in a janitor outfit. So yeah, this game just doesn't care. All right, so let's do that. Man, this is just so much fun to bring these guys down. I'm just eating fire damage because I'm a pro. Bust out my sidekick there. We'll try to do as much damage as we possibly can. Hit the butterflies. She just summoned her sidekick, but I'm out of the way so you really can't see. Oh man, they're all over the place. Let me go back to fighting the one I was fighting. It'll make it a little bit easier. Holy crap. Let's go buzzsaws. We gotta kill at least one of these freaking guys. Make it a little bit easier on us. And the combat is actually very challenging. I'm making it look easy, but I have died before. And if you die, if your entire party dies, that's it. You gotta start over. You can revive your teammates, but it is so hard if it's just the two of you and you're trying to revive someone and trying not to get hit by enemies at the same time. It's a challenge. All right, loop you guys up, bring you down. See ya. All right, where's that boss at? There's one more around here. Let's flip over here. She's throwing like fish. I haven't had a chance to use her, but she's based on water and inner tubes and like floaties. Like her kit is insanely crazy. Yeah, that's also Pinocchio. So a lot of the enemies you fight are from like popular tales like Hansel and Gretel, Pinocchio, things like that. It's very interesting. Like I said, this is what I've been waiting for. I'm so glad that we're finally getting more games, and unfortunately they don't come from the West, they all come from the East. But we're getting some games that are not just sticking to the very, very generic, look at me, I'm a warrior with a sword and a shield, I'm a mage that shoots fireballs. I mean, I'm using like, I don't even know what I'm using. I'm using this ball and chain, but it looks like it's a chunk of concrete that was pulled out of a street. Like my weapon, I don't even get my weapon. Like I don't even know what I'm using. All I know is I'm really, really enjoying it. And I love the fact that they let me, hold on, I just messed that up. I was gonna show you off something else there. I got a lot of enemies to kill here. Gotta make sure I'm not getting hit by fire here. Bust out my sidekick. Have her do a little bit of work. Level 35, ding. There we go, what up? Where's the boss at? Alright, Mr. Gordo. Let's do this, buddy. Oh, wow, okay. Bust out the butterflies. There she goes on a freaking inner tube. Like, what is this? I love it, though. I love them being able to do anything they want. They can literally put any character they want in this game using any weapon. I mean, it's crazy. One of the tanks in this game uses a shield, which is a sewer. What do you call those things? A sewer cap? What do you call those things on the street that the turtle's coming out of? I know it's called a sewer, but what is it, the top of it called? A sewer cover? Sewer cover, sure, whatever. He doesn't use any type of weapon. He just uses a sewer cover as his primary weapon. Like, that's just insane. And there are also some basic weapons as well. There's a character in the game that uses like an assault rifle. There's another one that uses a police baton. There's a guy on one of the loading screens that I can't wait to see. He uses a baseball, like a baseball. Like what? All right, let's do one more here. I'm actually really enjoying this game, but I do. All right, so there's that guy with the shield. I can't show you my mouse there, but there's a guy with the shield. There's the baseball guy. There's a chick with the baton. There looks like there's a dark angel chick with sunglasses. There's a werewolf looking guy. So a lot of crazy options here when it comes to what type of enemies or what type of heroes the game will be able to add. And looks like they have no reservations on adding things that are just crazy and unrealistic, and I love it. This is actually a pretty interesting stage. I think the stage is based off of Alice in Wonderland, because you have these big humongous clocks. But maybe not. Nope, this is not an Alice in Wonderland one. There is one where you actually fight like Ace of Spade cards and kings and queens and things like that. So definitely highly blah blah blah. What am I trying to say? Highly inspired by, you know, those type of stories and whatnot. Those child stories, children's stories, if you will. All right. Now, like I said, not everything is gumdrops and rainbows in this game. Combat is amazing. Like I said, combat is really. What happens when I stand in this? Oh, it slows me down. Why would I stand in that? Why would I ever stand in that? But not everything is perfect. So the game can feel very samey really fast. There's just not a lot you can do, at least in the beginning. I played the game for several hours now, and the only thing I can do is just the story mode right now. That's really all I can do, and I can do a special challenge mode, but for the most part, it's very samey. It just doesn't feel like there is a lot of different modes and not a lot of depth in the game so far. Let's kill this. But what's in the game right now is very solid. It's a fantastic foundation. But I wonder what else they're gonna add, because I'm very, very curious on what else they can do to make the game, you know, not feel like you're just kind of just doing the same things over and over in different places. But that could already be in the game. There's a lot of modes that open up at level 70, which is pretty far out. I don't think that's the best idea, because I've put in lots of hours in this game already. I'm only level 35. So them banking on people getting all the way to level 71 to even just see what the extra modes are, I'm not sure that's the smartest idea ever. Alright, what's next? You look cool. Alright, as usual, round them up. DPS them down. Look at that. That is so awesome. And I'm just doing this just because. I like to use my buzzsaws just because. I gotta get closer to him to make it worth my while, however. Hey guys, come to the center. Just look at this. Someone tell me a better ARPG combat system than HeroWarz right now. Someone go in the comment section, tell me a game that has a better combat system. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I just don't think it exists. I've played them all, I think. At least the ones that are in the West, of course. You know, like I said, if there are games in the East that I've never played before that have better combat systems, I don't know. But as far as games that have been released here in the United States, HeroWarz is now the king. I don't know why I did that. I didn't even charge it up. That was a total waste. But what I will do... See ya. I love doing doing attacks in between that ability as well. It just feels so good to do that. This is one of the rare games that is still very fun to play even by yourself. I prefer being in a party, however, but it's still a really fun game to play even by yourself, just because you feel so powerful and the abilities are just so fun to use. But that does bring me to like kind of like a final point I'll make. I do have a lot of trouble getting full groups. So when I was first playing the game at the lower levels, I was getting like, you know, big 4-person parties in these story modes, which makes the game way more fun. But since then, since the early levels, I haven't been able to get any full groups. I usually only get a partner, which kind of sucks. So I think not a lot of people know about this game, or not a lot of people know that the game is now open beta with no more wipes. Because the game came out just kind of out of nowhere. One day it was in closed beta, and literally the next day they said, all right, open beta, enjoy. Like, what? So, yeah. The marketing department over there at KOG Games did not do a very good job in marketing this title. Bring these guys up. Chain lightning them all down. Let's go buzzsaws on ya. Let's get out of these big humongous time thingies. Have my sidekick come out, do some of my dirty work. Poison dart, aka chain lightning action. 36, moving right along. All right, where's the boss? Oh, I got a new skill too. Awesome. So let's show off the new skill here. Oh, it's a passive. Ah! It's a passive. Whatever. All right. Nah, I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you, Camilla. Ah, crap. I tried to do my butterfly move there, and I wasn't able to press it fast enough. Stay out of that. Alright. Looks like you're going to summon some minions. Oh, let's jump out of the way. So you can't be lazy on these battles. You have to be very agile. You have to move. Butterflies to the face. Let's go ahead and summon my succubus there so I can get some mana back. We'll switch to basics for the most part. Gotta pop a mana pot here. Sidekick, come help me, please. Look at this screen. It's filled with like everything bad at the moment. Oh, see ya. Almost dead. Hit her with the ultimate. DPSer, bring out the butterflies, move out the way. And down she goes. GG. Oh yeah. So that is HeroWarz in a nutshell. Fantastic, amazing, impactful. All the positive words I can say about the combat. Fantastic. But the overall flow of the game, I'm not a super fan of. I hope there's more to the game. I really do. Because just doing that, hitting mission complete, hitting complete, and going to the next one, I don't know if it's going to keep the attention of a lot of people. I don't. As you can see, I'm in the story mode right here. I'm 37 out of 75, so I got to do 75 story missions before I open up whatever player training is. I have no idea what this is. No clue. Third World is where I can do these little challenge missions where I can get new sidekicks. So I beat this sidekick, I get to use the sidekick. And that's basically what those are. You only do them one time. As far as I know, you will only do it just basically one time, get the sidekick, and then you move on to the next ones as you level up. So this requires level 31. This is 41, 51, 61, 66, 70, 70, etc., etc. So that's that. I have no idea what Liberation is, and I have no idea what ATV is. I think they would do a lot better as far as keeping people in the game. Give us a hint on what these things are, or give us a little bit of it as we move through the story mode to break up the monotony a little bit. But yeah, and this thing right here, like, what is this? I want to know what this is, but I need a depth of 180. I'm not there yet, so they need to come out and show their hand a little bit faster than they're doing here. Last but not least, there's a hub world. Not that important, but I'll show you anyway. Didn't I just press hub world? Could have swore I pressed hub world. Am I not? Is it not working? Can't move. Oh, I'm already here. I'm in the items. So here's the hub world right here. You don't really do much of anything here besides interact with your bank, weapons, armor, upgrade, things like that. You can also fish as well. And that's basically where we will leave off. So, once again, my name is FG3000. This is HeroWarz. Highly recommended title, but do keep in mind that the game is a little one-dimensional for a while. I want those short shorts. I want those short shorts. Ah, I want them so bad. Give me those short shorts. Oh, I want those short shorts. You can also fish. Yeah, so that's that. Once again, my name is FG3000. Hope you enjoyed this look at HeroWarz. Do check the game out. This is out from KOG Games. It is an open beta right now, but there will be no more wipes. So give it a try. It's free to play. One word of caution, the game has a Google Chrome extension requirement. I don't know why, because the game still has a client. So it's a client, but you still have to log in through your browser, your Google Chrome browser, to get into the game. But it's not a browser game. It's really strange. So don't let that turn you off. It's not a browser game, but they said that going through Google Chrome allows the game to be more safe. I don't really know the details about that. I just have to trust them. So do keep that in mind. It's a free-to-play game, open beta, no wipes. Google Chrome is going to throw you off for a little bit, but install it anyway and enjoy the game. I'm out.